this is actually one of the few times I'm actually buying a summer skin. Is it the one I thought I would get? No, I didn't buy Summer Drift. I probably should, but maybe another day. Maybe I could buy him if you guys use my supporter creator code more often. But anyways, he's not who we're looking at today. We're looking at the new Leilani skin. We're actually going to look at her in shop right here. We got the By the Beach bundle. So, Leilani. She's got no head styles at all. That's fine. Her pickaxe, the carved wallopers, which I can't show off here. The summer shell backbling, excuse me. The Leilani's look wrap. And trigger it. It's damage reactive. We'll have to look at that a little bit. And the sandcastle emote. I did mess around with this a little bit. I'll show it a little bit more in detail, of course. But yeah. So for this entire bundle, it is 1,300 V-Bucks. But if you want to buy some of this stuff separately here, 800, 500, 200, 500, 200. This stuff is going to be here until the 22nd of June. If y'all are going to be buying any of this stuff, though, be sure to be using code RAGEWITHGUY. The name Leilani, I believe I've actually heard this name in TV shows. I've never seen anybody actually named Leilani before. Have you guys? I don't think it's a very common name as far as I'm concerned. I could be wrong on that, but I just never really knew anybody named Leilani. Let me actually get a fish here really quickly. Alright, give me this. Now, this wrap is damage reactive. Let's see. Oh no. Not again. For real this time. Let's see how this thing is damage reactive. Not seeing anything. I don't see how this thing is damage reactive. Just making sure I read this right. It should say damage reactive, right? Yeah, damage reactive, yeah. Okay, so let me actually make sure. If I see this on a larger scale here, is this thing gonna be is this gonna look different? Okay, if I try healing, I don't see anything. Maybe when I deal damage to people? Ah, there it is. Not damage to me, but damage to people. That's how this thing is damage reactive. So if I try this on a larger scale here... doesn't do much here. So alright, so we're not gonna try it on on the cart. Let's try this again here. This has some water kind of up here. A little watery effect. That's pretty neat. That's a pretty neat little effect for my girl here. Now the pickaxes equip on equip. Pretty neat streak. Great sound. About what I'd expect for this, but you know, for like a baton. But still pretty good. Impact, kind of dull. Alright. Now the emote I'm sure we're all interested in, and check this out right here. The sandcastle emote. I can walk away from it, and there it is, right there still. Kind of like the, kind of like some of the other emotes, like that one, Night Conqueror emote. You can just kind of see this thing right there. And then it disappears after, like, I'd say like 10 to 15 seconds is when this thing disappears. There's the front of it right there. Pretty neat. That's actually freaking adorable, that little thing right there. I also forgot to mention the glider right here. It's the palm leaf. Nothing really too special, but I thought it fit her vibe. But yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Does she need her back bling? Of course she doesn't. Her hair has some pretty neat physics right there. Ooh, kind of looked a little weird for a second right there. It has physics. Didn't look exactly like as I was expecting. Like, oh, like I turned like Oh yeah, I turn to the left. That thing like just flings to the right and left and all that stuff. Depending on going to the opposite direction I'm choosing. That is a little funny. But yeah, let me try the emote one more time because I think it's awesome. Mm-hmm. A sandcastle, and you can do this as anybody, and that is freaking adorable. We all love this thing. Buy this thing. Buy it all. Great so far, though. Here is my girl in Lego. You can actually see some detail on the little hairpiece right there. They actually got the details right. That's pretty cool. And they got the little thing around her waist also. With the little floral printing and everything. That's always really neat. Then the sandcastle emote in Lego. That's actually really neat. One more time. That is really neat. I like that. But yeah, what do I think of my girl here? I think she's pretty okay. Her stuff. I think this back bling. I'm pretty sure we've seen stuff like it before. This pickaxe, we've seen stuff like it before. The wrap, I do like the water effect. My girl herself, is she anything too special? Yeah. Not exactly. She just kind of like looks normal, but of course, a lot of people, like the normal skins and all that stuff. Not everything needs to be like, super flashy like a superhero. But this is a nice change of pace, and of course, great for summer. Also, look at the item shop background. That's actually really neat. But yeah, pretty okay so far. What do you guys think of my girl here, though? If y'all are gonna be buying any of this stuff, be sure to be using code RageQuickGod, and I'll see y'all around.